behalf of Afro-Asia, I would like to congratulate you on the first prize distribution or ceremony in which On behalf of Afro-Asia, I would like to congratulate you on your first successful ceremonial. Congratulations again on your being together here to encourage your children, our children, and our future leaders, our future doctors, our future engineers, and our future pioneers in each and every aspect of the life. I would like to congratulate you on your very, very first ceremonial program. Afro-Asia stands for Africa and Asia, which means that we stood together in a joint venture to join or to connect the interculture between Asia and Africa. What culture brings us together and what connects us together? Because in Africa you'll find a lot of countries, so many countries which are non-Muslims. But what connects us with Asia, especially with Pakistan here, is the transformation of the Islamic culture, which connects all of the humanity together, brings us together as one human being. That's why in the beginning of my speech, or I can call it beginning of my words, because I came with a prepared speech. But here, I came with a speech, but the function and the presentation from our children, from our future leaders, our future engineers, our future presenters, had left me speechless. That is not an exaggeration of the words, but it's from core of my heart. I have attended a lot of, on so many different occasions, so many programs, but such an occasion, such a program that is happening for the very first time here truly is a great achievement and a great effort from your school, from the contribution of the parents, the teachers, and the management all together. Because togetherness brings us together, and standing together, that's how we achieve all our goals. And our goal is to achieve the best education ever for our children, forever and ever. And that can only be if we uphold the culture of Islam. But beside Islamic culture, we don't have nothing. We are left with just a knowledge without what we call a hidayat or an ilm. In the beginning of the words, I said, هُوَ الَّذِي أَعْطَى كُلَّ شَيْءٍ خَلْقَهُ ثُمَّ هَدَى. Actually, I was referring to the quotation of one little child presented here saying that knowledge is light, or knowledge is power. That power, what do we mean by power? And what do we mean by light? The Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after He created the human beings, He gave them one thing that distinguishes or differentiates the human from any other creature. And that what Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, هُوَ الَّذِي أَعْطَى كُلَّ شَيْءٍ خَلْقَهُ. He has given the creature to each and everything. But what He gave especially to the insan, to a human being, is the hidayat. In another word, that hidayat, what we call hidayat, is the awareness And that awareness, if it's utilized wisely, accordingly to the preachings and the needings and the requirements of the Islamic culture, by that we prosper and we be powerful and forever and ever will keep on advancing in each and every aspect of our life. Once again, without taking a long time, without prolonging the program, I would like to pass my thanks, my gratitude to the organizers, to Mr. Ataur Rahman and Brother Umar, the directors of this Afro-Asian school. And I promise you that Afro-Asia is always behind the advancement and the prosperity of the school, and it always upholds the standards which differentiates the Afro-Asian school system from any other school. Because there are different standards of studies, there are different curriculums, there are different syllabuses that you will find around different schools. But Afro-Asia had come up with such a curriculum, with such an advancement in education, with such an innovation in education, which has never been here before. For the first time, Afro-Asia, here in your area, introduces this school and stands strongly behind it. And it promises you to uphold the standards forever and ever. And if you have anything to say about the standards, you always have an open door to your management. Anything, any suggestions about the standards, because we are on the way, we need your guidance. And everything happens from the parents. Actually, you uphold us. You keep us informed of our shortcomings on everything. From there, we step forward to provide your children, our future, with the best within our abilities. And that is a promise that we'll always keep and will always meet and fulfill your needs for your students, for your children, and to keep your heads up straight like what the school just had done today. Once again, thank you very much for being here to encourage the management and most of all to honor your children and encourage their abilities. Every child is blessed and has his own abilities in his own perceive. He perceives different things in different ways. A child is always a child which needs to hold his hand and lead him to the straight path. There is no failure in children. We make and we shine their bright. Thank you very much for being here together.